graphics, I do want to give a warning before I start.
Well, we're not going to let you read it because we have a page in here. But what you absolutely can do is say, here are how many pages that you feel like that there was something there was inappropriate. So
Madam
let's
Chairman,
do it that way.
I
Yes.
object.
Yes. Yes.
If we cannot read the material that is in some of the public libraries in the juvenile section here in front of the audience of adults, what are we trying to do?
Well, we
if
have
we
a
can't
page
listen to
here
it,
who is
then
not.
may I make a motion to dismiss the page and any other minors that are in the audience?
The other problem that we have, Representative Wiśniewski, is that this is live streamed and going into homes, and I don't know who's. Senator Carlson gave us this for our eyes only, and so what I would ask you to do is that you may very well start it there, and it can move all the way around here, and we can see that lots of pages are marked, and so that will satisfy
Madam
both.
Chairman.
I am not going to allow it, Representative Wiśniewski. I am not. So
It shows how serious this problem is to the public if we can't even discuss it in front
Your
of.
point has been made. We're not doing it. So we're going to give you your for the record time, and she won't start the time until after you said your name and who you represent.
Okay. Heather Greenman and Post Falls District 5. Thank you. I am Heather Greenman from District 5. I am in favor of HB 139. I was groomed by porn in an abusive relationship, eventually resulting in me being sexually assaulted. I know the damage that early porn exposure causes. There are 10 copies of the book that is going around. It is called The Court of Silver Flames, and it is in our local libraries. It is labeled adolescent. That is for kids as young as 12. The book has 64 pages of mostly hardcore explicit porn that focuses on pornographic animalism, violence, abuse, masturbation. Its sister books are also available in the library. I have 2 of them as a series. There's also one more I do not have. They are also equally explicit. If you look on the booklooks.org website, they found that legally they needed to give a warning to give out the excerpts that are in this book. It is rated a level 4. So obviously these books should not be available for our children as young as 12. There are hundreds of pornographic books in my own local libraries in the minor section. Most are not images, most are written. For 15 months, we have asked for them to be removed. 0 books have been removed. HB 139 is the only bill that protects our kids from the written filth and gives a mechanism of enforcement. I know the harms that early porn exposure causes, and I appeal to your conscience. Do not allow our kids to be groomed like I was. Our libraries have been bullied by a small group that want our children sexualized. You can help them with a strong bill like HB 139 so they can confidently say no to the bullies. And if that book is not appropriate to be read before this committee, it is not appropriate to be given out to our children. So I ask that you take this seriously and pass HB 139 today.
Thank you. Well done. Next on our list is Bonnie Schuster. Yes. Representative, oh, no, okay.
Sorry.
You
Go
can-
ahead, I
If you
stand
want
for
to ask her a
questions.
question, you may. Yes,
Yep.
Representative Mathias.
Thank you, ma'am. Just a question about, you mentioned that you, or someone requested that this book or other books be removed. When you or others submitted the library's request for reconsideration of material and it was returned with a decline,
Yeah.
what was the library board's rationale for why they were not going to remove it or move it or
Ms.
whatever was
Greenman.
asked?
Sure. Yes, actually, in the library board meeting in January, our interim library director stated that they've removed 0 books, and her response was because they are following Idaho law, they've broken no law, and if you look on their website, it says that they do not have pornography in the minor section of the library. It's actually stated on the CLN website.
Follow up?
Yeah, Madam Chair, I'll just restate my question. I'm sure that the library's position at a board meeting was, I'm just asking about the process that is in place.
Ms. Greenman.
What was the response when the form was submitted? Please remove this book. They must have responded.
Well, they rejected
officially.
it. They reject
And
the
what was
book
their
request.
rationale? in the document.
Ms. Greenman.
That is the response, that they are following the law. That's what I'm saying. That she made a statement at the last meeting to answer the questions that the citizens had about why books were not being removed and about their new, they made a new material selection policy in November that was regarding pornography for minors. But even then, no books have been removed. So that was the statement. She was answering the question to the public. Yep.
Thank you. Representative Birch. And so, just so you know, Ms. Greenman,
Yeah.
they'll ask the question, but I will then acknowledge you.
Oh, sure. I'm
It's
sorry,
okay.
ma'am.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Representative Birch.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Very quick question.
Yes.
Are the members of your library board elected by the local community?
Ms. Greenman.
Yes, they are.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Seeing no